Hey guys, welcome back to another video. And for Fanimation Overhaul fan number 2, we have this Casablanca Panama 5 ceiling fan. And antique brass. I think this is dated August of '83. With these obscenely bright light bulbs, but my mom wanted bright lights in here, so this is what she got. And I really don't like them, but you know, this is her bakery. Blades are somewhat in rough shape, but it's okay. As you can see, it's on a LCA. It originally came with a fan lifter, but I'm using that fan for my Casablanca that's in my room, which we'll get to sometime down the line. Got this gorgeous bevel glass on it. I'll turn this off so you can see it. Nice bevel glass shades on it. I tried to get that sticker off, but to no avail. And this is variable speed. Originally Slumber Quiet, but the Slumber Quiet died because, yes, of course it did. I got this fan from a collector at Fanimation. I got this in a trade with him. And the control he put in this fan is that honestly garbage, because there's a lot of dead space within the control. And there's no trim pot on the control either. So, it's just the way it is. So I'm gonna have to go in there and replace it. But for now, it's all right. So the lights. This tassel is not original either, so. All right, now for the fan. Oh, well, it was starting. There we go. So yeah, like I said, this control is honestly a pretty terrible control. So I'm probably going to use the same control that I used when I converted my design house to variable speed. I'm trying to adjust the brightness here. I really don't like these light bulbs in there. See if I can turn these on. No. Okay, it's somewhat better. So like I said in the previous video, this is in the same room as the Newton Slimline. That will soon be changed for something that should work in here, but if it doesn't, this will just go back up in here. But this is the slowest I can get this control on today. I'm usually able to get just a little slower than this. But not often, because like I said, this control is terrible. Alright, we'll inch it up just a little bit. And the only thing that's really terrible about this control is you can move it like just a minuscule amount and the speeds will change drastically. Which it gives you a good good range of speeds, yes. But having said that, given that you can move it a minuscule amount and it'll change the speeds drastically, meaning once it gets to a certain point where the fan can no longer run because of how slow it's going, then the fan doesn't run. When you adjust the control anything past the lowest setting, that the fan is able to run. Because the lowest setting on the control, the fan doesn't run. And you have to move the control like over the halfway mark to get it to start. And I moved it barely on the control, and you can see how fast it went. This is like a good low speed. Move it another minuscule amount. I don't know why, but these kind of remind me of the Emerson Premium fans. You know how, excuse me, how the vent holes are and the blade arms. You actually have an Emerson Premium. No, I think it's a designer. I'm not too sure what the model actually is. I think it's the designer. And speaking of Emerson, there's an IHOP that's local to me actually closed down, and they have a slew of like 6 Emerson Premium or designers. They're the modern ones, not the plastic ones or the bit older ones. And if I could get in contact with the owner of the building, I might see if I can go in there and get the fans. Those are pretty big childhood fans for me. I used to go to IHOP a lot as a kid, so those fans were constantly being viewed by me. They were really on though. They had one in the entry in the lobby, but they got rid of that one. This fan's actually doing a good amount of air out. I would say this is maybe like a backed off medium. Trying to adjust a little more. And pretty much any fan I put in this spot that's bigger than 50 inches is going to do well with air movement. Not because the fan performance is poor, because that's not the reason. The reason is being this air duct right here that you see, you know, right here. That's an air duct where the air conditioner sits above this, and wherever fan is right here, it's very close to this air duct. It's about as close to this air duct right here as close as the Newton is to the wall over there. So it's pretty close. And that results in, obviously, a lack in performance. I won't say lack of performance, because the air movement just shifts around. Like 1 second you can feel the air like spreading around, then 1 minute it just stops and you don't feel any air. It's kind of weird, but that's just what happens in this room. Turn it up a little bit. So I'm trying to find like a cool, smaller fan that won't have that problem. I don't have any cool small fans other than this slimline, but obviously that's too small to be in the main spot in the room. I also want something that has a lot of light for this bakery. This is like a backed up high. Oh my good amount of air. I can feel it from over here. And I'll just turn it up to high. I think we're halfway there anyways. So yeah, this thing actually hauls. Yeah, this thing is cranking out air. Flywheel looks a little warped, but obviously it's on the LCA, so not much wobble. Show the light on. Sorry you got blinded by that. I won't be showing spin on this fan because I don't know where my storage is at on my phone, so sadly spin down won't be a part of this video tonight. So off. Well, since National Ceiling Fan Day is coming up, there will be a kind of a nice collection video that I'll be putting out as soon as I get my display back up and running. I did take all the fans down from out of there, originally, because I kind of lost motivation for fan collecting. But now that I'm back collecting fans and the problem in my life has left, I'm back to fan collecting and I'm starting to revive the display. But anyways, thanks for watching.